Hey everybody, welcome to another Minecraft tutorial video. Today I will be explaining how to brew potions and how to enchant your items, certain items. So we'll start with enchanting, I guess. So first thing, we'll go to how to make an enchantment table. You need 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and a book, and you get the enchantment table. You can place it down like a block. And I have too many items on, by the way. You also may want bookshelves, which are crafted like so, with any type of wood planks, 3 books in the middle. You get bookshelves. And what bookshelves do is they enhance the power of the enchantment table. So normally you'd get kind of low level enchantments, but when you have a lot of bookshelves you can get higher level enchantments. So as you can see, I enchanted a bunch of stuff already, but if I were to enchant this diamond sword, for example, actually I don't have any levels, so enchantments go by levels. I'm gonna go on to creative mode just so I can have infinite levels, and we're gonna enchant this diamond sword real quick. So you can see usually it sorts the enchantments by levels. So here's a level 4 enchantment, and you don't really know what it says here. This is some sort of gibberish. I think it's actually a actual language in a book or something, but you don't really know what these mean. There's a mod out there that can actually translate what enchantments you get for each thing, but I don't have that active at the moment. But the level 30 enchantment is only available if you have a bunch of bookshelves surrounding your enchantment table, and they have to be 1 block away, and they can only be up to 2 high is the maximum that affects the enchantment table. And as you can see, the enchantment table actually absorbs knowledge from the books. You can see these symbols, the same symbols that were used here, are actually coming from the books themselves. So you can actually change which enchantments you get just by removing your item and then putting it back in. So let's go into what the enchantments are. We'll start with the armor enchantments. So any armor can have protection, projectile protection, fire protection, and blast protection, but they can't have a combination of those 4. So you can only have one of them at a time on each, and so it's very good to have all 4 of those on each of your 4 pieces of armor. Now your helmet can also have Respiration and Aqua Affinity. I believe Respiration lets you breathe underwater longer, and Aqua Affinity helps you mine while you're underwater, so you mine a little bit faster when you're underwater. And the boots also have Feather Falling, which decreases the amount of damage that you take from fall. You take less fall damage, I guess. And then all the protection things just sort of decrease the amount of damage that you take. I believe they send the damage into the armor itself, so the armor takes more damage than you do. Let me go into the weapons. We have I just use gold for some reason. I don't know. I think it's a little bit easier to enchant gold. You get better, or you get more enchantments this way. So right here I have a golden sword with knockback 2, which, as the name implies, it causes the mob that you are hitting to get knocked back further than it normally would. And I guess that can be useful against creepers. Smite 5, that is good against zombies, I believe. Zombies, zombie pigmen, skeletons, a bunch of undead mobs. Fire aspect, that just sets the mob that you're attacking on fire. Looting will increase the amount of drops that the mob that you're killing drops. So if they drop something like they may drop a couple more. And I think that's also an increased chance of getting rare drops, like sometimes zombies drop iron ingots, then with looting, you may be more likely to get that. Also, fire aspect, if you use it on a mob like a pig or a cow, instead of getting raw pork chops or raw beef, you'll get cooked pork chops or cooked beef, because the fire aspect cooks it, which can be useful. There's also sharpness, which is increased damage on any mob. There's a bunch of different enchantments that are good against certain mobs, like Bane of Arthropods, which is good against spiders and cave spiders. And I forget what the other ones are off the top of my head. Let's see. Bow. These are the 4 enchantments that you can get on a bow. I managed to get all 4 of them. Infinity just means that you can shoot the arrow with just one arrow. Let me go out of creative mode because I don't need it anymore. You can shoot. I only have 1 arrow. Just take note of that. You can shoot 1 arrow as many times as you want. Of course, the durability of the bow will eventually go down, or is going to go down. But you can just have 1 arrow and just keep using that over and over again. And I think the wiki says something like this is useful against the Ender Dragon because you won't necessarily have to use up all your inventory with a bunch of arrows. You just have 1 arrow, and yeah, it's pretty useful. And then what else? We have flame, or no, we have power, which increases power. Punch, which is kind of like knockback, and flame, which again it adds fire aspect to it. And then we have the tools: diamond pickaxe, or I mean any pickaxe, any tool really. Shovel, pickaxe, and axe can have these 4 enchantments: efficiency, unbreaking, silk touch, and fortune. Efficiency just makes you mine faster. Unbreaking means it's less likely to lose durability. And silk touch means you will mine the block that you are mining, as opposed to what just happened there? Silk touch means you will mine. Oh, hey, there's a skeleton. Silk touch means you will mine the block that you're actually mining, as opposed to some blocks like cobble or like stone will give you cobblestone if you mine them normally. I don't know if it works. Yeah, it does work with grass here. You can see I get 2 grass blocks instead of dirt blocks, whereas if I use this, I just get dirt blocks, which are different. And I guess this can be used on a bunch of other things. I don't recommend using it on something like coal ore, because you'll end up getting coal ore, and then you have to smelt that down, which is kind of dumb. And yeah, fortune, I think that's the same as looting here. You get more drops. So I'm going to close my door because there's a skeleton outside. And we're going to get into brewing now. I hope this isn't taking too long. So this is the brewing stand. You make a brewing stand with... Let's go here. Brewing stand with 3 cobblestone and 1 blaze rod. You can only get blaze rods in the Nether, and you have to get them from a blaze mob, which only spawns in the Nether fortress. There's a monster spawner there, and they're pretty easy to get if you can find the blaze mob in the if you can find the Nether fortress. I believe the fortresses are they're somewhat hard to find. They're kind of like dungeons, if I'm not mistaken. Monster spawner. Oh, and you may... Let's see, what else will you need? You'll need glass bottles, of course. And you will need to get nether warts. Nether warts are probably the most important thing about brewing. I'm not really sure why. And then you also need certain ingredients for whatever potion you decide to make. So, where did my glass bottles go? I don't know what happened to my glass bottles. I think I died with them. So, we're just gonna get some glass bottles, if I can find them. There we go. Glass bottles. So first what you want to do is use your glass bottle on any water source. It can be out there, but if you don't feel like going outside, you can have a cauldron in your house, and that gives you up to 3 uses of the water bottle, and you can refill that with a bucket of water. Alright. But, I mean, in theory, you could just dig a hole in your house, put your water source block there, and just constantly use that as many times as you want. So I don't know. I don't really understand why there's still a cauldron in the game. So let's put the water bottles in the brewing stand. Now, in order to make a potion, you have to start with a base potion, and for that we need the Nether Wart, which for some reason I can't put down. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so I think something happened with my Nether Warts, so I'm gonna need to give myself. Oh, that's a. Wow. Okay, so those weren't actually Nether Warts, apparently. I don't know what that was. I guess that's the... I really don't know what that was. Okay, so I guess I should show you my Nether Wart farm. So here's my Nether Wart farm. You can grow Nether Wart on soul sand, which is also found in the Nether. And basically this is the... It sort of grows like sugarcane. So it has like a height of 3, except it doesn't grow 3 blocks high. But when it's at this height, I guess it's more like wheat actually. So when it's this high, you can actually get more of the Nether Wart, and then you can replant it like that. And you don't really. The only thing you need to put it in is, or the only thing you need for it is the soul sand. You need to plant it in soul sand. And I'm getting very distracted by this skeleton. So we're gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with smite sword, just to show the smite sword. Boom! That was amazing. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now we're gonna put the Nether Wart in here, and you see it's bubbling, and it does take a little while. So I'm just gonna shoot an arrow in the meantime, and this will make an awkward potion. Now if you use any other ingredient, any other potential ingredient, you'll get something called a mundane potion, which also has no effect. But the awkward potion is actually our base potion, and it is used for most of, well, every potion after that. So I'm not going to show every single potion, but these are some of the ingredients that you can use for your potions. If you want to know more about how to make a specific potion, there's a article on Minecraft wiki about it, and I recommend just looking at the JPEG, because that has like a little trail of what ingredient you need for what potion. So here we have a potion of regeneration from the gas tier that I put here, and we can actually make a better potion of regeneration. I believe redstone makes regeneration 2, which regenerates your health faster, but it doesn't last as long. So you can see it tells you how long it'll last, 45 seconds. The redstone makes it last less time, but it'll be... oh no, never mind. I always get redstone and glowstone mixed up. So the redstone actually increases the amount of time that this lasts. This is still regular regeneration. It'll last as long as, or it'll only regen as fast as the regular regeneration. And we can use glowstone to increase the power of the regeneration. So I guess I'll show, like, in contrast to the golden apple. Actually, I have to wait for my hunger bar to go down. So I'll just run around a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, my hunger bar is diminished. I'm going to eat the golden apple. Actually, I think I could have probably eaten the golden apple before. But anyway, so the golden apple gives you like 5 seconds of regeneration, which it's not going to last very long. So you can use the potion to regenerate a lot longer, and like if you use the 2-minute regeneration, that's pretty good. And regeneration 2 actually will regenerate you faster, but of course it gives you less time. So the final thing you can do to your potion is to use gunpowder on it, and that will make it into a splash potion. And you can do it for these two as well. You can make a splash potion of regen 2 or a increased duration splash potion. But this is just a regular splash potion of regen, and the difference between regular potions and splash potions is you have to take time to drink the potion. Like, it takes maybe a couple seconds. But if you're in a hurry, you may have to do this, and you get the potion's effect instantly. And I didn't override the regen 2. The only problem with... whoa, lag. The only problem with splash potions is you lose the glass bottle after you use it, so that's a shame. So that's it for this little tutorial. If you have any ideas of something that I should do a tutorial on in Minecraft, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. I've already done a tutorial on the exclusive ore door and how to build a nether portal with just lava and water. Yeah, so yeah, if you have an idea for that, just leave it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to try to get to that. So in the meantime, I've been blazevoir, and this is Minecraft. Ow.